Hello, I'm Marguerite, and you're watching Mondays with Marisa. Unfortunately, Marisa's not able to be with us today. So sad. But you get me for your viewing pleasure. So today, I've decided I'm going to do you all a favor, and you're going to get to hear me tell you a story. Oh, I have to get in the zone. Once upon a time, in a far, far away land. That's how all fairy tales have to start out, you know. There was a man who had a daughter, and she had beautiful hair. Like, seriously, everybody wanted her hair. She couldn't find a husband, and her father couldn't take care of her anymore. When the time came where the prince was like,
I need to find a wife.
He had a town gathering, where all of the maidens from town were to come and tell him why he should make them his wife, and not anyone else. This man was like, I
can't take care of my daughter. I need to get rid of her.
So, the man went into town with his daughter, and he convinced the prince that she could spin straw into gold. Intrigued by this, the prince was like,
You mean to tell me that instead of her taking all of my money and spending it on things, she will actually make me more money by me marrying her?
And the father was all,
Yes.
So of course he was like,
Yeah, I want that in my house. I want more money. Spin this whole room of straw into gold by tomorrow morning, and then I'll marry you.
And so he locked her in a room and left, and she was like,
I can't do that. Make straw into gold. You can't do that. That's not a thing.
So she wept. She cried and she wept, and suddenly a little man appeared in the corner of the room, and
what are you doing?
And he was like,
Why are you crying? Well, I have to spin all of this straw into gold because my dad's a filthy liar, and the prince is wealthy and greedy, and I don't have a husband.
And he said,
Say no more, say no more. I'll do this for you, and then you just have to give me your first baby. Well, you're gonna die if you don't, so fine, I'll make this deal with you.
The next day the prince came in, and it was all gold now.
What? I'll marry you, you gold moneymaker, you.
So the wedding happened, and the princess, she had beautiful hair. She had a baby, and this baby also had beautiful hair. The little creepy guy was like,
Okay, I'm gonna take your baby. And she was like, no, don't take my baby. You can't take my baby. And he was like, I can totally take your baby. You made an agreement. And the prince was like, what? You made an agreement? And she was like, oh, snap. Yes, I can't actually make gold. And he was like, well, in this kingdom, we can't actually get divorced. But you have to get that baby back, or else, like, I'll cut your hair off and I'll just sell your hair and I'll just make you make more hair. And she was like, okay, fine, I'll get the baby back. She went to the little man and she said, what must I do to get this baby back? And he said, guess my name. Otherwise, I'm not gonna let you have the baby back.
So, 15 years passed, and they still haven't gotten the baby back, and the mother is now being used to sell hair. For, like, making paintbrushes and stuff. They had more children, and one of them one day was going through the forest. He heard a sound from a nearby window, and so he said, Who
are you? Why are you singing? What are you doing in the middle of the forest? I can't get out of this tower. Believe me, I don't want to be here. I would leave, but I can't.
And he was like,
What's your name? And she was like, I'm Rapunzel. How do you eat? And she said, well, I let my hair down, and someone brings me food. And he was like, well, Rapunzel, let your hair down, and I'll just come up there and...
She had the most beautiful hair. Like, he realized that she must be his long-lost sister.
What's the name of the person who kidnapped you? I was not kidnapped. I live here. This is my house. This is not where you're from. You're actually not from here. And I don't know the name of the person who feeds me. I mean, he signs his artwork, though, on the walls.
And so he, like, went over to the wall and saw it said Rumpelstiltskin and was like,
What?
Rumpelstiltskin. He left Rapunzel. He went home and he said,
Yo, Mom, you don't need your hair cut off anymore because I found Rapunzel.
And she was like,
Who's Rapunzel? My sister.
The mom summoned the little man. Rumpelstiltskin appeared and was like,
What do you want from me? And she was like, I want my child back. Your name's Rumpelstiltskin. Get gone. And
he was sad now because he had no family. So she let him live with them to make straw into gold. The prince liked Rumpelstiltskin better than his wife because his wife was a liar. But they all still had beautiful hair. That's the end of the story. I hope you enjoyed it. Bye.